They disrespected you and never saw this coming. They're suffering right now after insulting you, disrespecting you, after trying to trample upon you, to walk over you. They did you wrong, and they know it. They thought you were like everybody else, would have allowed them to attack you and they would have gotten away with it. But you stood up for yourself. And after you stood up for yourself, they regretted ever coming against you. They chose the wrong target. You let them know that you don't tolerate such nonsense. You see, there are times when it is important to be silent, to kill them with silence, like we've talked about in previous videos. There are times when you must say nothing, but it doesn't mean that you must always be silent. You will know how to approach the situation. There are times when you must put people in their place. And you really put this person in their place. You stood up like the champion you are, the giant you are, and you refuse to allow them to insult you and get away with it. So there are times when you must put them in their place, when you cannot even help it, and you react right away. There are times when you have time to think, what's the best way to react? This person is realizing, wow, I messed with the wrong person. As this machine, is it a heavy roller, is coming up the road and making a bunch of noise in my video when I'm trying to talk to the advancing brethren. Yes, it is a heavy roller. It is a heavy roller coming up the road. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up the windows. Stay with me. I'm gonna put up the windows and maybe turn on the air condition for a while. You hear the engine, but that is not as bad as the noise I'm hearing. I will turn on the AC because it will get hot in here. Is that alright? Of course it is. Hey, did I say to give the video a thumbs up? Give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done so. Thank you for being here with me and rocking with me, and still being here. So that person really thought you were like the average person. Oh, they're so used to doing that. They're so used to attacking others, to saying whatever they feel like, thinking that they're above others. That person who attacked you, they have this superiority complex. They think they're above others. That person who tried to pull you down, that person is a narcissist. That person is all about themselves. And they don't care who it hurts. When they say what they say, who it affects. But they got their match, so to speak. Somebody like you who is not a pushover. In the past, you would have allowed people to do you wrong and get away with it. But no longer. And like I said, it doesn't mean that you always respond. No. Certain people, you do not give them a stage to stand on. Someone is learning to respect you after this. Someone is learning how to treat you after this. You see, they had no idea who you are. They had no idea who they were dealing with. And they were so shocked when they realized who it was. They were so shocked when they saw that it was you. The champion that you are, the champion, the superstar that you are, the royalty that you are, the advancing king or queen. When they realized who it was, that person who attacked you, who tried to insult you or who did, when they realized who it was, you know what hit them? Instant regret. And I'm hearing that this person has wanted to be your friend. This person wanted to be your friend. Before, they wanted to be your friend. I'm hearing that this person wanted to be your friend a long time ago. And they realized that they just made the biggest mistake of their life. One of the biggest mistakes, that is. Not the biggest mistake, but they made a big mistake by saying what they said to you. They didn't realize who it really was. They've wanted to connect with somebody like you for a long time, and they messed it up because of their bad ways. And that person was also thinking, oh my goodness, I really need to change. Because while they get away with it most of the time, it has happened where they did that before and they got the same response. And they didn't feel good about it. That person went home and they spoke about what happened with their family, with their partner, and with others as well. And that person is, days went by, that person is still talking about what happened. They can't get over it. It was a big thing for them because you responded. You responded, and you responded quickly. And you put them in their place. And they felt embarrassed. That person felt embarrassed. This person felt embarrassed when you put them in their place. Because there were other people around and others heard. And others knew that you were right and they were wrong. They were out of place to say what they said to you. They were dead wrong and they shouldn't have attacked you. Other people knew who you are. The advancing one that you are. The chosen one that you are. The special one that you are. The great one that you are. King or queen. And when the thing happened between you and that person, people were laughing. People found it amusing, but people wouldn't want to get involved. They talked about it silently, what happened, but they didn't make it obvious. So that person is reaping what they sowed. They shouldn't have said to you what they said. They are reaping what they sow. The law of sowing and reaping. What you sow is what you reap. What goes around comes around. And they're trying to change their life. They're trying to become a different person. They're learning to respect not only you but others as well. They're learning that it's not all about them. It is not all about them and what they want. They have to live on this planet with others. Duh. So they must be more tolerant. Because that is not what they expected. When they said what they said, they thought you'd have just laughed it off. But they hit you. It was a low blow. It was a low blow. They attacked you in an area that is dear to you, that means a lot to you. For some of you, it's a field of, like, it has to do with your passion, something you love a lot. In the past, you've been somebody who just laugh at these things. And I'm also hearing that there was at least one person, there was someone who you already knew is a fake person, who is not genuine. That person is a traitor. There was somebody who was supposed to have stood up for you. That person threw you under the bus, like they say. That person wasn't there for you. In fact, that person wasn't happy that you responded. They were not happy that you responded. Would you believe it? It is almost like they were siding with that other person, proving to you that they are fake, that you cannot be friends with them. And you already knew that before. And I'm hearing that you should trust your vibes. Continue to trust your vibes. Continue to trust your intuition. Continue to trust your inner guidance system. Continue to listen to that still small voice. As Spirit, as God speaks to you. You write about a lot of things. Sometimes you'll doubt yourself, but you have this gift. And people don't understand, and some people get it. They realize you have a gift. Not everybody can see it. Some people will just brush it aside. They think it, like, certain things would happen in your life. Certain things you see, most people cannot see that. I remember entering this coffee shop and I saw, I should really post that on YouTube. Stuff like that, especially for members. I need to post more for members, especially, yeah, more for members. Anyway, so I was walking into this coffee shop and I saw, would you believe it? Red cars parked. It's after I parked my car, the Q5, which is red, the SUV. I noticed that all the cars, quite a few of them were red. What are the chances of that happening? Red cars. Synchronicity. So I posted it on Instagram and I was like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Red cars. Synchronicity. So you observe a lot of things, and if you and only certain people get it. Certain people get it. Like I get it. Certain people, very few people around you understand these things. Most people would just brush it aside. Oh, it's just a coincidence. You, the person who sees, repeating numbers, and you think of somebody and the person appears or the person calls. Special. So trust your vibes about people. You know stuff, and you will keep getting the confirmation. So what I'm saying is that there was somebody else who, instead of siding with you, when part of what you were saying benefits them, but they have no gratitude, and that person I think it's about them. They think it's all about them, and they're always in a competition, so they wouldn't side with you. But this other person who attacked you and who did you wrong, who insulted you, who said those mean words to you, they're feeling guilty, but they won't apologize. They're feeling guilty, but they will never. That ain't gonna happen. They will not apologize. They will not. Also, they're trying to justify. Spirit is talking. They're trying to justify it. They're trying to make it look like they were not at fault. But they're saying that, but they know that this is untrue. So there's this battle. They know that they were wrong. They keep trying to convince themselves, but it's not adding up. All of this is part of the price they pay, where they are now confused. And it's crazy. They want to make themselves feel better by saying they were not wrong. But the more they try, they're not feeling good about it. And while they're at work, or while they're everywhere, at work, at home, driving, on the road, all throughout the day, in fact, they keep thinking about it. It comes and goes, where they are thinking about what happened. So it didn't just leave them. It doesn't just leave them. They're thinking about it, how they wronged you. After that encounter, it didn't just end. Now, for some of you, this is something that will happen. Because that is how people are. That is how a lot of people are. What can I do about it? What can any one of us do about it? That is how they live their life. They're mean. And I'm also saying that they do it at home too. The same thing they do to you, they do it to their own loved ones. And they can't stand to see people happy. If you're happy, it bothers them. If you're doing something and they're not part of it, it bothers them. It has to be about them. And all of this is why they're suffering like they are. They said mean, terrible things to you. They were mean to you. And now they're carrying this burden. Everything they sent at you, Everything they sent at you is coming back to them. Would you believe it? It's boomeranging. Wow, my God. They thought they were attacking you, but they only helped you. Nothing can really affect you in the long term. You felt bad. You were focused on something, and they took you away from that for a while. Yes, they did, but then you got back on track, and you know how to take lemons and make a lemonade with it. So it's a story you can tell, where you can help and inspire people. It's all good. It's all good. Advancing king, advancing queen. You know that everything is always working out for you. You know that all you do is win. You know, even a disappointment is a blessing. You know, all of these challenges, they're there for a reason. It works in your favor. You learn lessons along the way. And that is what is making you the champion that you are. The real giant that you are. And somebody's watching me, they're small. And you're thinking, I'm not a giant, I'm just a small person. Somebody watching me, you know, is seeing the humor in all of this. Of course, there are tall, big people as well, but I know it. Let's stop doubting ourselves. As we're on this advancing channel, wow. The vibe was there. It's still there. And Spirit is saying to you, listen, I'm sending you signs. You're chosen, you're powerful, and also you're growing, you're growing, you're growing. Better days are ahead for you. All of this talent you have, all of those gifts you have. Wow, you see, the breeze is confirming. All of this is starting to grow. Yes. And age is not won't stop you. In fact, as you get older, your talents will get enhanced. So just know that better days are coming for you. That the thing that is happening for you now, the talents, the gifts you discovered it, but it is becoming more obvious, more clear as time goes by. It is not the end of you as yet. So much more. There's so much more to come. Big things are unfolding for you. As we're here on this advancing channel, and the breeze is blowing out there. I decided to make a video in the car today. Do you know why? I couldn't find the part that attaches to the camera. Somebody moved it. I didn't want to spend time searching for it, so I said, okay, let me go to the car. And all of this is for a reason. See? Thank you so much for watching. You are valued and you are appreciated. And somebody's thinking, how come you don't know that and you know that? Okay. One love. Thank you so much for watching. God bless and all the best.